All right, 4 p.m. on the 25th. That actually might work out okay if I just leave that there. Just got back from Walmart the second time. First time I got the air mattress. It weighs a bit over 5 pounds. It packs down, well, it packs down considerably smaller than the Army Cot does. So at least for the sun trip, that's what I'm going to do, is just take that. I was hoping I could pump it up with the tire pump, but I don't. Well, I could probably improvise an adapter. I might think about that today or tomorrow, see if I can rig that up. If not, I did get the little electric 12-volt pump, which I could easily run off of the solar. It's just going to be a little bit annoying for anybody in camp that's within 1,000 feet of me. It's kind of loud. As long as I can, get to camp, blow it up immediately, hopefully not too late at night. Not super lightweight. My host here, Alan, has one of the backpackers air mattresses is weighed in ounces, and this is weighed in pounds, but this was $12, and I suspect his was more. And the pump really wasn't that much either. It was just a few dollars, so it's like, all right. So I got back and I looked at the bike, and I'm like, oh yeah, the thing I didn't buy, the bike has the lugs for the water bottle holders but didn't have water bottle holders, and I'd already spent a lot of money when I bought the bike at the bike shop, so I just figured, well, next time I'm at Walmart, well, I've been to Walmart 4 times in the last 2 days. So today I finally remembered, so I'm like, you know what? It's not that far. I should be doing rides today anyway. So it was like 3 miles each way, so I've been there twice, so that's still 12 miles. That's like a warm-up. It took me all day. So yeah, so I got 2 bottle holders, 2 new bottles, because I'm not sure. Let's try it. The 1 liter bottle I don't think will fit, at least not easily. Yeah, it does. Okay, I've got some 750, at least one 750 that'll fit. I'm scared I'm going to break these because they're just plastic. So I think what I'll do, I can carry extra water in the trailer where it's less of a hassle. Here's the 750. It's smaller diameter but the same length. That fits nice. I had a little Coke bottle in there on the way home, and that was good. I just threw it away. I think it was a ½ liter. I think the 1 liter Coke bottles will work. Some of the Gatorade bottles will fit in there nicely too. So I got 2 of these because I don't have any bottles that have the bite valve anymore. All of my Camelbacks, I put a screw off lid that I can drink faster, but you have to stop, or it's awkward to do one-handed. Normally when I'm actually riding, I have the hydration system in the backpack with a tube that comes down the front, which that's my most preferred. But I thought about it. Part of the reason my back and shoulder are bothering me is I usually have too much stuff in the backpack. So if I can put 2 liters on the bike frame, plus there's another liter in this thing, and then snacks, and I keep usually my wallet and stuff over here. The backpack, I have side pockets that I can also put water bottles in, but if I put like a Coke in one of the side pockets and then fill these up, right? So I was looking for regular Gatorade powder. I was going to get the big canister, but they don't have the flavors I like in the big canister. This is a 10-pack of the little individual powder mixes. It was like $2, right? So one of these packs, and there's 10 in a box, I'll do a liter bottle, I think. How big did you say? Yeah, so there's 10 of these in a pack, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so we should be good for a while. And those don't weigh hardly anything. So stop and camp, grab some water when I can. I figure I'll have some water that's just straight water and some that is the mix. The straight water I can dump in the Camelback when I want, and I'll mix it in I'll put the mix in the clear bottles. That's so I can see that it's not just water, because I don't want to dump anything but water in the Camelback because it's hard to clean it. If it's just water, it's easier. I can just put some bleach in there once in a while and swish it around. So that's that. Oh, and the trail mix. I'm trying to think ahead and stock up a little bit because Gatorade was several dollars a bottle out on the road, especially in the parks. If you're out at a dollar store, it's more reasonable. But Cliff Bars and Gatorades and all that kind of stuff, I'd walk out with $30 or $40 worth of snacks, and you know, it was like 10 items or something like that. So a Gatorade is, or like a Cliff Bar, $3 or $4 a piece, and if I get the 10 or 12 pack at a Safeway or at a Walmart, those are $1 a bar then. So stock up now because I'm going to need them anyway. I know the route going down the coast, but I'm not sure as much what's there coming up. I think coming back up we're more inland, so then we can probably hit dollar stores again. So maybe I'll take advantage of that and just load up snacks for the way down there. That's basically 2.5 days, and then after that I can, you know, buy more stuff where it's more inexpensive. But this, let's see, if we read the package, 38 servings per container. I'm going to say that's about 4 servings, maybe 6. So I could make that last the whole 5 days, plus Cliff Bars, and then a couple other things once in a while. That might work. Get a couple packages of cookies or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's my day. I'm going to download this footage and try it out and see how I like it. I shot some footage. Originally, I had a mount on the handlebar. I just want to show where they were. So the first set is from here. Didn't like that as much because it was awkward between the phone and the interface for the motor, and because of the shape of the bars, I had a hard time getting it really flat and straight. Then I put it on my chest, so that's the one that's up here, and I could see the handlebars moving. Then it's basically a bra that you put on. It's got, or I could say a shoulder harness for anybody else, but it puts the camera right kind of in your sternum, middle of the chest area. And then the last set, I put it right here, which I don't think, yeah, it didn't really affect the brake at all. But it's just a nice convenient spot because with this hand I can reach up and turn the camera on and off. So that's the last setting. Another thing that I'm looking at, this is the mount that was on the handlebar, so I put it off of this pipe. I'm going to try that for a while, so that will be kind of like a forward shot right next to me on the shoulder side, or I could move it to the road side, or I could flip it backwards, or I could put it back here. This one's going to bounce a lot more. It's got a lot more flex to it, but it might still be a good shot to be seeing back, or have it here seeing forward, so it gets me and what I see and the panels in the shot. But we also get a lot of glare off the panels. I saw that from testing. I could also put it below here. Another option is I've got this one here is a 90-degree fitting, so you can have the camera straight forward or straight sideways. What I don't have is a ball valve or a ball flex mount, so I can adjust it left or right. So it's either straight sideways or straight forward. I've got the ball head at home, but that doesn't do us a lot of good here. Yeah, anyway, so last night I slept on the blue foam down there and the sleeping bag just on the grass, and while I did get some sleep, it really wasn't very comfortable, so I decided, let's see what I can do for an air mattress. That was a hard one to decide because, I mean, $12 is a no-brainer, but it's heavier than I was hoping. I really would have liked if Walmart would stock one that was about 2 inches or 3 inches instead of 10 inches. 10 inches is the smallest one. They've got some that are really big, almost like a real bed. You know, it'd be more like for your guest room, but they were in the camping area. So, yeah. So if I could have got one half that big and half the weight, that would have been a no-brainer. But I figured, all right, we'll try it out. And a lot of what I'm doing this year is for testing for next year. So if I decide I like the air mattress well enough to keep it, it might replace the Army cot. The other idea, and I've had a lot of good ideas come through on this, and this is something I had thought of about 1.5 years ago. Paul Elkins on YouTube made some bicycle trailers out of coroplast. Basically, he went around and picked up old political signs hopefully after the election, and built stuff out of the free coroplast. It's basically corrugated plastic coroplast. It's like corrugated cardboard, so it's got the little corrugation in between the outer faces. So that's where the name comes from. It's pretty rigid, pretty strong, really lightweight. relatively inexpensive to buy it, or just go get the free ones. And if either pick a political party you like, or I think you can usually clean the printing off with maybe acetone or something, or just paint over it. All right, so he made a bicycle trailer system. Would have been about this size, but a little bit higher. The idea was you could sit inside of it and lay down. So it was, like a little teardrop trailer made out of plastic. So he had some pretty clever ideas about how to keep the weight down. I would probably go more to a steel frame at least for strength, but he used a lot of wood just to keep it as light as possible. I needed it to be stronger and something that could last for thousands of miles. But if we could meet somewhere in the middle, the idea could be bicycle sized wheels. I figured out a better way to mount them, so that would be pretty easy. Make the bottom layer of the frame steel so it's strong, and then everything above it would be coroplast and lightweight materials like possibly the PVC pipe again, and a coroplast skin over that. Then it wouldn't flutter in the wind the way a tent does, and then we'd have the solar panels on the roof. So it's kind of a combination of pretty much half of the comments on the channel in the last month and a half. So it could work, right? Also, by having coroplast sides, it would be rigid enough that it wouldn't flutter in the wind. So airflow might be a better proposition there. So I could maybe round the nose and do a boat tail on it, or something, right? And then maybe kind of a pop open shape. As it is now, that's longer than the Army cot is. So I didn't line it up exactly, but you can see it's a good 2 panels longer, so I'd have plenty of room. Okay. The other option is if I had a side awning that could fold out, and then I could sleep underneath the awning. Okay, here's another possibility. But I'm going to have the same solar panels anyway, since they work. Now, if I could afford bigger ones, great, but these work well enough, so it's not worth the money to go get the bigger ones, to me, right? So if I can then lighten the load, have a better idea of what parts I need for spares. I've only got these 3 because the tires I had at home were free, so why not bring a couple? I knew I was going to eventually wear the tires out, and then I switched bikes and switched wheels, so that's why I've got extra wheels right now. All right, and I've actually thrown some of the wheels away that were already worn out. So yeah, anyway, that's the plan. All right, gonna download some footage. Go. I swear the birds are just about deafening right now, which is pretty cool. All right, let's go. 1 mile ATM, and then we'll do some shopping. Just a really cool neighborhood here. They're picking up yard waste. That was a whole palm tree. Dedicated bike lanes. Completely isolated from the parking. How cool is that? Alright, now we're on campus, San Jose University. That'll work. Okay, this time I got it on the left-hand brake lever. Or brake mechanism, I should say. Back again. Still running, that's a good sign.